What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is your boy, the Raymond Maurice. And if this is your first time tuning in, I just want to say thank you so much. So today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the most bussin' beef red wine ragu. So in this video, it's going to start off a little weird because I'm in college, y'all. I had class in like 10 minutes, so I had to prep my vegetables because this is the most like time-consuming part for me. So you just saw me chop half a bell pepper red, half a yellow one, and I'm going to use half an onion. This onion was giving me the hardest time, y'all. Like, I'm not even kidding. Also, you know I have to have the wine. Don't judge me. Yes, it was the morning time, but okay, it was 5 o'clock somewhere. So look at how this onion is literally giving me the hardest time of my life. And I was a little nervous, like I never cooked on a video before, like stop watching me, like. But yeah, so anyway, so we're gonna chop this onion up. So I like to chop my vegetables for pretty much every meal, like really early. I usually like to prep my meals because chopping vegetables, especially onions, not fun, not easy. But like I'm just gonna show y'all how I'm doing it, even though like I'm kind of butchering this right now. But like this is not chopped, and I'm not on, what is that show, like Best Chef? I'm just gonna let you know how I do it, and it's gonna be bussin'. So the meal is going to be a baked red wine beef ragu pasta. And in the next clip, you're gonna see all the ingredients that I used. So here we have some Colby Monterey Jack cheese, Parmesan mozzarella, half a pack of ground beef. We have my paprika, garlic, black pepper, cayenne pepper, Italian seasoning, Creole seasoning, I know it says seafood, parsley, salt, rotini, adobo, and ragu. That olive oil is not even part of my ingredients. Y'all, it was just on my counter and I didn't realize that. So first we're gonna salt our water. I don't wanna show you guys too many like super small details because they're kind of not that important. But like, yeah, so you wanna bring your water to a boil and get some like salt in there, honestly. And also, I don't know what it is, like it gotta be chemistry. Like I didn't do too hot in that class, so like I don't know, but when you put salt in water and it's boiling, it makes it boil faster. I swear, every single time. So I put as you saw, I put the meat inside the pot. It's on like a medium heat, medium high. I'm just gonna break it up because you know you want it to be like cooked thoroughly. And I have a low-fat ground beef because a lot of people, they cook ground beef for like lasagna and spaghetti and it makes a lot of juice and you have to drain it all the time. Well, if you get low-fat, it won't make that much juice because the beef also already makes its own juices. And not me having the pot off the iron, like, hello, what's cooking? So also, guys, remember to put stuff underneath your spoon, especially when you're cooking raw meat, because that is dirty and you don't want bacteria all over your counters. So I'm gonna add my pasta to the water and I'm gonna cook it for about 8 minutes. Also, cheers, because period. if you're not sipping, you're not cooking. So I have my pasta in there and I'm gonna cook it for about like 7 to 8 minutes. As the box instructed, but because you don't want it to be super soft because you're gonna bake it a little and you're gonna put the ragu sauce in there and it's gonna cook further. And I like a little texture in my meals, you know. I don't want it to be all soft and mushy because I'm a texture person, and at that point, like, I don't want it. So yeah, just keep an eye on your pasta, get your meat all nice and browned, and give it like 8 minutes in boiling water and let that baby rock. So here's what's going on so far. My meat is making a lot of juice, but you guys will see later in the video, like it's not going to be that much in there. I won't have to strain it. So I'm just gonna add my seasonings now. So I have to put my black pepper. And guys, when you use your seasonings, be really aware of your ingredients. So anything that's like heavily saturated with salt, you don't wanna use too much of. But everything that's like natural herbs, like my black pepper, my garlic powder, not garlic salt, my Italian seasonings and stuff like that, go heavy with that because the flavor, we're not scared of flavor around here, baby, okay? One thing about it, we gonna make it bussin'. That Creole seasoning, it does have salt content in it. It's not that heavy in there, so I did put quite a lot for myself, but it's not that heavy in salt. The Italian seasoning, no salt at all. And yeah, you just want to get that. You want to get this pot busting with flavor because when you put your sauce and stuff, like, you know, it's gonna dilute the flavors, and you want it to still be busting when you put everything all together. Also, I'm always putting cayenne pepper in everything because I like a little kick in my food. Like, I want a little spice, and it also gives you a nice like little kick and the aftertaste. So, and it's robust, you know. And that adobo is kind of like all-purpose seasoning, and it just tastes really good. And everything I put there on everything: beef, chicken. I don't eat pork, but if I cook it, pork, literally everything. So just give that a mix. Your noodles are done. Also, this whole time, your oven should be preheating. I'm sorry if you're watching this as you're cooking. That's on me. But you got time. Put it on right now. And then I just bought this Ragu sauce that was already like made in the jar. But you're gonna see I'm gonna add my own stuff to it. It's gonna make it kind of my own, but don't nobody got time. Listen, I'm in college and I'm broke, okay? We don't got time to be hand making, hand scratching. We don't got blenders and stuff. So I poured that in there and it splashed everywhere because, baby, she's juicy. She got that wop, okay? Oh God, get away. What's wrong with me? Sorry. But so you want to mix that sauce in there. So I turned up the heat on the meat because I want the sauce to get hot and like start coming to temp. And guys, also, yeah, be careful because it splashed all over me and the heat just makes it, I don't know, it bubbles so much. And you kind of just like, you want to put enough sauce so that it's like completely like saucy, but not soupy. Like you want a saucy pasta, not a soupy pasta. We're not making tomato soup and grilled cheese, okay? Like that's not what's happening here. So get that in there, have your heat up, let it cook up, you know what I'm saying? Let it get all flavorful. And kind of just add more seasonings as you go, like that you think you might need. So that sauce for me didn't taste very like, ooh girl, not the napkin. It didn't taste very like heavily flavored, which is kind of good. That's what I like because then I can add my own twist on things. So my sauce got a little hot, so I turned it down because it started to splash everywhere. And child, we're not cleaning up no messes. Also guys, clean as you go. Remember to clean off your spoons if you switch them, if you don't have many dishes, because I know like I'm in school, like we don't have a full kitchen full of like silverware. Make sure to keep your area clean, have like sanitizing wipes. Wash your spoons and stuff between uses. And here I go again with the cayenne pepper because I could have a problem and my reflex is gonna be off, going crazy. But whatever, because the flavor is gonna be worth it. Like it's busting. So yeah, I'm just mixing that up. And then I'm gonna add like a little bit more Italian seasoning. Y'all, every time I use this, I always go back. Always go back for more. Every single time, because that's just what I do. Because I always know I'm gonna need more. And as you can see, I haven't used that olive oil once because I'm stupid and I literally just had it on my counter and thought it was an ingredient. Because I set my stuff up the night before because I always like to preset my kitchen for everything I'm doing when I know I'm gonna cook a meal. So yeah, so just let that go. And you guys are gonna see, because I'm gonna skip this step by accident, I didn't record it. I'm gonna add my vegetables in there because it's pretty much done. I'm gonna add my vegetables, I added the peppers and the onions. I'm gonna pour the cabernet sauvignon in there. So the red wine is a super robust wine. I'll put all the ingredients in the description below also. It's super robust, it's very aromatic. It releases so many nice smells and also like unlocks some flavor in there. Like it makes it taste completely like we went from like, you know, like 2-star restaurant to 5-star when you add that wine, baby. So now add your pasta. It's drained fully. And you want to just mix it in there, you know, like get it nice and like get everything coated, everything well mixed and integrated in that pot. Because, you know, we don't do segregation, baby. Not on my watch. So we gonna whipping the yam. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want this to be a bussin' meal, okay? And it's super easy and really honestly not that time consuming. So I see that it's a little less saucy than I like. I like a little saucy meal, you know, especially when it's come to pasta. Put some sauce on my plate because we don't do nothing dry around here. So I had to add some more sauce. You know, no big deal. And it's all I don't really do measurements, y'all, because I just be eyeballing in the kitchen because I'm like Gordon Ramsay. Like, you don't need to teach me anything. I already know. So we're not gonna add our Monterey Colby Jack cheese blend, and we just want to get it nice and cheesy in there. And baby, Don't be skimp and stingy with the cheese, okay? Because let's talk about it. I'm lactose intolerant, and my stomach could never keep me away from some cheese. Like, I don't drink milk and stuff, but cheese, that's why I draw the line. She has to be had. So now you just want to mix it up, get it all in there. Your oven's still preheating, so I just turn my timer off, not the oven. Your oven's still preheating, and make sure it's on. I have mine on 365, I believe. Mix it all in there. You want it to get nice and cheesy. The cheesiness is to your liking, which is pretty much the same for everything else, whatever you decide to use in your pastas. And yeah, so follow me, guys. So now you see me adding some ricotta. My hand is dripping because I just washed it, and yeah, the napkins were just too far away. So I add ricotta cheese into my pasta because a lot of people just do it like dollops on their pasta, like when you make lasagna and stuff. But because this is not a lasagna that I'm making, I just felt like let me add it in there and give it that creaminess and that extra like kick of cheese. Also, guys, the ricotta or the ricotta with the red wine, baby. That flavor combination, bussin'. It's like cheese and chocolate. It's like sweet and salty. It's like gays and iced coffee. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really good. So, yeah, I added all that stuff in there. I have a glass baking pan because, you know, I'm an adult or whatever. Like, I have to have, like, cooking utensils and stuff in real pans. I did not oil and or butter my pan before cooking, and I feel like I've never done that with any of my dishes, and that's just like not something I do, and I've never had an issue with sticking. But if you're scared, definitely oil your pans or butter them, because I've just never heard of like, maybe I have one of those like non-stick glass pans. I don't know if you can have non-stick glass, but like, I mean, like, it could, like, I don't know, like, I could have spent a little money on it. I don't know, I've had it for a while. So now I'm just gonna put everything in the pan, kind of like lasagna style, but like, not lasagna. And my vegetables, I didn't cook them down to be super soft. I love texture, like I told you guys earlier. Like, I want them to taste like something. I want to feel a little, not a crunch, but like a little bite, you know, with every bite. That's why I don't want my noodles to be soggy and mushy either. So now we're gonna, as if we're making a lasagna, we're going to be adding cheese to the top layer. And like I said, lactose intolerance could never. Because one thing about it, and two things for sure, I'm going to add cheese to everything. And that's just how Mary had a little lamb. And you want to put it in your oven. And here's the finished product coming out. Y'all, I know y'all can, if y'all can smell this, boo, the whole house was busting. Like, what you making? Hey, Brandon. And here's the final product. She's cute. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And baby, hit that bell.